Greetings everybody. I want to welcome you here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're here with the series we're running for February. My 28 albums that have a kind of love theme or a heart in their album somewhere. And I've picked out almost all of them now. There's a couple at the bottom I've left open for possibilities, we'll say. So I've chosen, this band actually has like this, but I chose this one, and I think it's probably the, actually I don't think it is. I think the other one is probably the more well-known one. Maybe it's hard to say. They both have their good points and bad points. This album is from the Scorpions, and it's the Love at First Sting album. I could have went with Love Drive too, but I decided I would go with this one. Mostly I think because I'm a little bit more familiar with it. So for me, the two albums that I was kind of familiar with by the Scorpions initially when I was younger and was listening to stuff by them were Blackout and this one. So I thought I would stick with this one because, like I said, I'm a little bit more familiar with it. I listened to it again today, although my attention span is still not too good. I think I had a bit of a comeback yesterday, and then this morning I was not feeling that great again. So hopefully that'll change over the next few days, but it might not, so we'll just have to go at it as we can. So this album came out in February the 13th, 1984. They say it's a heavy metal album. I think of it more like a glam metal band almost. Not really a glam metal album. I don't think of the Scorpions as a glam metal band, but it has some of those elements to it. So it's a metal album for sure. A commercial metal album might be a better way of putting it. I'll talk about the tracks now. So when I was going to school, this album came out. I'm not exactly sure what grade I was. I might have been in grade 11 at the time. I think it could have been that. Bad Boys Running Wild, good tune. Rock You Like a Hurricane, probably up until recent years, I would say that was my favorite, one of my two or three favorite songs by them, and probably one of the more well-known ones to me. I love the riff on this. It's excellent. But again, very commercial sounding song, at least most of the album is. I'm Leaving You, another good track. Coming Home. This is maybe a little bit of an underrated song, but I've always kind of liked it. The Same Thrill. Again, more commercial sound to it. The whole album is very commercial sound, and they really went for that sound here. That's what they were going for. So, and everybody was doing it. Pretty much all the bands from the 70s at this point in time were kind of abandoning their bass, or maybe not their bass, but their original sound, and taking on a more commercial sound. The Scorpions weren't much different than anybody else, I wouldn't think. The flip side has Big City Nights. This may be my favorite Scorpions song. Sorry, my brain is really not working too well. It may be I just love the vocals on this. And to be honest, I really like the Scorpions vocals altogether. I think Klaus is just a fantastic vocalist. I would have liked him to have been in Eloy. Maybe I would have enjoyed it a lot more. As soon as the good times roll, not a bad song. Crossfire, another good heavier song. And then Still Loving You. This one is, I kind of think of this as more ballad-like. Still a good song though, so you can't really fault it. So that's the album I chose for today. Love at First Sting. I'm probably going to take some hits for maybe the other album. Love Drive should have been in there. But, I think it's better to talk about what you're familiar with and not so much about what you're not as familiar with. Now, Love Drive, I've heard is really good. I've heard it a few times, but I haven't I wouldn't say I'm as familiar with it as this one. So there you have it. Love Drive, or sorry, now I got myself saying it. Love at First Sting by the Scorpions is the album that we're doing for the 28 albums that have a love theme or a heart in their album covers series we're running for the month of February. Sorry. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please hit the like and subscribe. Sorry, got a little tongue tied there. And don't forget the notification bell above my head. And if you have any comments about the album or the Scorpions in general, or about the series, or if you want to just give your album for today, that would be great too. I have taken one album from the selection given by people so far because I needed a few more, and I had forgotten this album completely. And when I saw it, I said, oh yeah, that's great. That's great. That helps a lot. So anyways, I hope you've enjoyed that, and we will see you tomorrow for another episode. So take care and goodbye.